Hi everyone, my name is Bela and this is a Wikipedia tutorial. So before we begin, I just want to give you some basics, some overarching principles that make editing for Wikipedia easier. So it's important to note that Wikipedia tries very hard and make sure that we are not plagiarizing. And this is because we want to keep this copyleft platform free and accessible to everyone. The second is when we edit Wikipedia, we want to keep a neutral tone, meaning that we want it to be fair and unbiased, and also balanced. So that means that if you're writing about someone who's done a lot of good and there's a few unsavory things, we still add the unsavory facts about their life, and that keeps a neutral tone. And then the third is we don't do any original research for our articles on Wikipedia. And that is because Wikipedia is an encyclopedia and also helps going back to that neutral tone. We want it to be unbiased. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and pull up the Better Days Wikipedia page. So, I mean the Better Days volunteer Wikipedia page. And so this is where we have all this information for you guys on what to do, how to create a login. So what we're going to ask you guys to do is create a username and then open up our list right here and find one of the yellow highlighted names. These names are women that have articles already in Wikipedia, but they need to be improved or revised. And then I'm going to have you guys add your username, your name, and your email address. And so that we can get into contact with you if you are having any problems or you need any help. So we are going to learn how to add a reference to a Wikipedia page today. I'm going to pull up Ivy Baker Priest's page. So this is our page. Looks like it's pretty scarce. There's not a lot. So I'm gonna go pull up her Better Days 2020 biography. And let's see. So Ivy Baker Priest was the Treasurer of the United States during Eisenhower's presidency. And it looks like she was delegate of the GOP state convention, ran for Congress in Utah on the Republican ticket in 1934, but lost. So I'm gonna go back, let's see. Elected, okay, so this is the information I'm looking for. And 2 years later, she was defeated in a race for a seat in the Utah House of Representatives. So I'm gonna add that she was elected as regional co-chair of the Young Republican National Federation for 1934 to 1936. So I'm gonna go back to her page and I'm gonna go to edit. So it takes me to the visual editor. If it takes you to the source editor, just click on this pen and it'll go from source editing. So I'll show you what that looks like. Source editing, but we're going to use the visual editor. So take that back. Okay, I'm going to add from 1934 to 1936, Priest was elected as regional co-chairman of the Young Republican National Federation. Okay, so I added my fact. Now I want to cite it. So I'm going to click on Cite. It's going to take me to a manual option. I'm going to go to Website. Great. So I'm going to go back to that article. Wrong way. Get the URL. Copy it in. Go back. Get the title. see, I can't remember the author's name. Enid Mickelson. Enid. Source date, I'm going to do name of the website, and that's just the like generic, it's going to be utahwomenshistory.org. So utahwomenshistory.org, and then I'm going to add the date that I added the URL. And that is the 30th. Okay, so I've added my reference. Let's see, I think I have everything correct. I'm going to insert it. And it is right there. That is my reference. So if I go down to references and notes, it is the third reference, Mickelson, right here. And so that is how we add a reference. So from there, we need to publish our changes. I'm going to say added info about elected position and reference. Good job. I'm going to publish my changes, and my fact is right there. So when you start out editing for Wikipedia, we look at the article, we're trying to improve, we're trying to revise upon it. And one thing that I really am noticing about hers is that it's broken down into sentences instead of paragraphs. And one thing that we could do for Ivy Baker Priest to improve her page, is to create more of an article looking page. And so an example of that is Susan B. Anthony, who we actually have paragraphs, we have divisions in her work. So we have early social activism, partnership with Elizabeth Cady Stanton. And what this does is it helps, it creates a more in-depth article. And so one other thing I'm just gonna talk about is we have this top space. This is supposed to be a summary of what this individual has done. So we see with Susan B. Anthony's page, it's a couple of paragraphs about what she has achieved, kind of in a summary form. And then you have her full article going in depth about it. So that is something also we will have to revise with these articles. And so that is just a little overview of how you're going to create references and how you can improve a page. If you are needing any help, my email is on our little tutorial page right here. And feel free to email me with any questions that you have. And happy editing.